4 Rivian home chargers, 3 will bleed hundreds from your wallet, and the 4th will be obsolete before you break even. In this video, I will break down exactly which home charger makes sense for your specific Rivian model, your home's electrical capacity, and the upcoming equipment Rivian is preparing to release, so you can make a decision based on data, not guesswork. The first thing most Rivian owners get wrong starts with a word. They call the wall unit a charger, but the actual charger lives inside your vehicle. What you bolt to your garage wall is called an EVSE, which stands for Electric Vehicle Supply Equipment. Its job is simply to deliver alternating current power from your home wiring into your Rivian, which then converts that electricity internally. That distinction matters more than it sounds, because it is exactly why a $400 third-party unit can perform identically to an $800 branded one. The wall box does not do the charging, your Rivian does. The second thing that trips people up is port compatibility, and this one has a hard cutoff date. Every R1T and R1S built from 2022 through 2025 uses a J1772 port for home charging. Starting with the 2026 model year, Rivian switched to NACS. The North American Charging Standard also references it as SAEJ3400. That is the same connector Tesla has used for years, and buying the wrong wall unit for the wrong generation of vehicle means your cable literally will not plug in. Rivian sells 2 separate wall chargers, one for each connector type, and confusing them is a documented and expensive mistake in the owner community. Now let's talk about what's actually sitting on store shelves and what each one costs, starting with the unit Rivian wants you to buy. The Rivian wall charger retails for around $800 in Rivian's gear shop as of mid-2025. That price has climbed significantly since launch, when buyers who ordered it with their vehicle paid roughly $500. The hardware delivers up to 11.5 kilowatts and draws 48 amps, which means you will need a dedicated 60 amp circuit installed in your home, because the National Electrical Code requires continuous loads to stay at or below 80% of the breaker capacity. At 48 amps running continuously, 60 amps is your minimum. The Rivian unit connects to Wi-Fi, receives over-the-air software updates, and is rated for outdoor installation. What it does not do is load balancing, and its solar scheduling through the Rivian app is basic at best. Some electricians have also flagged it as harder to install than competing units. One installer in the Rivian owner forums described it as among the worst designed for in-wall installation they had worked with. The Tesla wall connector is where the math starts to sting a little if you are brand loyal. The NACS version costs about $420. The universal wall connector includes a built-in J1772 adapter and therefore works with every current Rivian and costs about $650. Both versions handle 48 amps, and both are widely praised in the Rivian community for build quality and reliability. The universal version adds something the Rivian unit skips entirely: load sharing. That means 2 connectors can share a single circuit without tripping it. One owner in a July 2025 forum thread put it plainly, writing that the Rivian wall charger costs $800 and the Tesla wall connector costs $420, and the only reason to buy the Rivian version is to avoid giving money to Elon. That reasoning is, for a meaningful chunk of the Rivian owner community, a completely valid deciding factor, and that is worth saying plainly. The ChargePoint HomeFlex comes in around $550 to $650 at retail, handles up to 50 amps hardwired, and earns consistent praise specifically for its scheduling features and widespread availability through utility rebate programs. Because it uses J1772, it works natively with 2022 through 2025 Rivians. 2026 owners will need an adapter. The Emporia EV charger slots in at about $400, matches the 48 amp ceiling, and is regularly called the best budget option in owner forums, with users describing it as working flawlessly. Grizzly Smart, a Canadian brand, is an affordable option at around $380. It supports 48 amps and it has strong reviews among electric vehicle owners. Here is where those numbers get more interesting when you factor in the federal tax credit, but you need to move quickly because the window is closing faster than most people realize. Section 30C of the tax code lets homeowners claim 30% of the combined cost of equipment and installation, up to a maximum of $1,000 per charging port. That is not just the cost of the wall unit. The credit covers the charger, the labor, the conduit, the wiring, and any panel upgrades directly tied to the installation. A typical home electric vehicle charger installation runs between $900 and $1,500 on top of the hardware, which means a lot of owners who work through the math find they are capturing the full $1,000 credit. The catch, and it is a real one, is that your home must sit in an eligible census tract, defined as a low-income or non-urban area, and roughly 2/3 of Americans qualify. Argonne National Laboratory hosts a locator tool specifically for checking Section 30C eligibility, and that check takes about 90 seconds. What changed on July 4th, 2025 is the deadline. When the Inflation Reduction Act originally established this credit, it was set to run through December 31st, 2032. The bill President Trump signed on July 4th, 2025, commonly called the One Big Beautiful Bill, accelerated that expiration to June 30th, 2026. That is not a future problem. That is roughly 4 months away from the time of this video, and installations take time to schedule, permit, and complete. The credit gets claimed on IRS Form 8911 with your federal return for the year the installation happens. So installations completed before June 30th, 2026 still qualify. On top of the federal credit, many utilities offer their own rebates that stack on top of it, with some owners in states like Colorado reporting $500 utility rebates that effectively made budget chargers free after combining both. Before you spend $1 on a home charging setup, there is a piece of hardware Rivian confirmed is coming that could make today's wall charger obsolete the moment it ships. At Rivian's first investor day in June 2024, Vijay Rajagopalan, Vice President of Hardware Engineering, confirmed the company will offer a bi-directional charger you can mount on your garage wall. That unit would allow your R1 to push power back into your home. The R1 bi-directional spec, as announced, reaches up to 24 kilowatts direct current. Wasim Ben said, Rivian's software vice president, stated in mid-2024 that the feature would launch the following year. As of February 2026, no commercial product has shipped. The Rivian owner community has watched this announcement age past 18 months, and the forum sentiment is consistent: next year never comes. Rivian has confirmed the hardware to support bi-directional charging already exists inside current R1 vehicles, but the wall unit required to enable vehicle-to-home power flow will almost certainly be a separate new piece of equipment. The J1772 Rivian wall charger you would buy today for your 2022 through 2025 R1 is not expected to support this function. That means an owner who buys the $800 branded Rivian charger now may have to buy another dedicated unit when V2H finally arrives. Ford F-150 Lightning and GM Silverado E5 owners already have functional V2H kits available to them. Rivian owners are still waiting. A small number of R1 owners have achieved vehicle-to-home output using third-party systems from companies like PointGuard and Sygenergy. At least one owner in 2025 confirmed outputs above 11 kilowatts. Those installations carry potential warranty risk and require technical expertise well beyond a standard charger swap. Let us also address the portable charger situation, because Rivian quietly made a change here that a lot of buyers have not noticed yet. From the 2022 model year through the 2025 model year, every Rivian came with a portable charger bundled in at no extra cost. Starting with the 2026 model year, that portable charger became a $400 add-on sold separately, and that change applies across all trim levels. On a 120 volt standard outlet, the portable unit delivers about 2 to 3 miles of range per hour. On a 240 volt NEMA 1450 outlet, that climbs to around 16 miles per hour. For a vehicle with up to a 149 kilowatt hour battery pack, 120 volt charging is functionally unusable for most drivers. A full charge at that rate takes more than 4 days. One forum member who tried it for a month wrote that they found themselves driving to public charging stations because overnight, level 1 was not enough to replace what they had used. The portable charger real value is the NEMA 1450 option, which gives you decent overnight charging at a hotel, at a friend's house, or anywhere a dryer outlet exists. The Rivian Adventure Network is worth understanding as a complement to whatever home setup you choose, partly because it's grown significantly, and partly because it's no longer just for Rivian owners. The first RAN station opened in Salida, Colorado in June 2022, was exclusive to Rivian and was free to use. Paid charging began in November 2023. Rivian started opening the network to non-Rivian electric vehicles in December 2024 through next-generation dispensers, and by the third quarter of 2025, the network had grown to over 857 stalls at more than 133 stations, with over 90% of locations open to all electric vehicles. Non-Rivian sessions now account for over 40% of all charging on the network, which signals both how far the infrastructure has grown and how much it has become a real revenue business rather than a perk. Maximum charging speed on the RAN reaches 300 kilowatts, and Rivian reports uptime above 98%. NACS connectors started rolling out across RAN stations in July 2025, with about 2% of stalls converted as of the third quarter of 2025, with more on the way. Owners of 2026 and newer Rivians with native NACS ports can also access more than 21,500 Tesla superchargers directly. Owners of 2022 through 2025 models can do the same using an NACS DC adapter, which Rivian began distributing free of charge in April 2024 and included as standard equipment with all 2025 vehicles. Here is how to actually make the decision without overpaying or buying something you will regret in 12 months. If you own a 2022 through 2025 R1T or R1S, and you want the fastest possible home charging without waiting for V2H to materialize, the Tesla Universal Wall Connector at roughly $650 does everything the $800 Rivian unit does, adds load sharing, and costs less. If you would rather not buy Tesla hardware, the Emporia at around $400 or the Grizzle E at roughly $380 both reach the same 48 amps ceiling your vehicle can actually accept. The federal tax credit means your net cost on the hardware and installation could drop by a full $1,000, but only if you get the installation done before June 30th, 2026, and only if your address falls in an eligible census tract. If you own a 2026 or newer Rivian with a NACS port, the same logic applies, but now you need NACS compatible hardware and you will want to confirm that before purchasing anything. If you are buying new and you are aware that Rivian's V2H wall charger has been announced but still has not shipped, waiting on the home charger purchase is a reasonable position. The portable charger on a NEMA 1450 outlet covers a lot of daily driving needs in the meantime, even though that portable unit now costs $400 separately. And if you hear from a Rivian salesperson or anyone else that the only real option is the branded Rivian wall charger, you now know that the wall unit does not actually do the charging. Your vehicle does. The best charger for your Rivian is the one that delivers 48 amps to your vehicle, does not drain your budget, and qualifies you for the maximum tax credit before the June 2026 deadline. It should also leave room in the budget for the bidirectional charger that Rivian has been promising since June 2024 and still has not delivered.